Stephanie of Stephanie Stitches here. Welcome to my channel where together we sew. If you're new here, thank you so much for coming by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and ring the bell for notifications. Then you'll see when videos come up or I go live, which is most Saturdays at 5 o'clock. I do have a family, so every once in a while I can't go live, but most of the time I try to be there because I love to sew along with you guys. And if you're returning to my channel, thanks so much for coming back. I love seeing you guys. I love seeing your names in the comments below, and it's so much fun for me. So this is my UFO week number 3 vlog. It should have been week number 4, but last week was a bit crazy. My husband was out of town, so I had all 4 kids by myself, and I got a lot of kid time, which was so much fun, but I didn't get any sewing whatsoever. I did get some computer stuff done. I worked on designing my mosaic quilt, how I was worked on the layout on my computer to figure out how I was going to put all these blocks together. And so I've come to a little bit of a decision. I was going to do, if you guys remember, I think I said this, a 5x5 layout, so 25 blocks, because I had 25 colors that I wanted to use. As I was looking at that, I was like, you know, this just doesn't make the size quilt that I want to make. I really wanted to, I've got a lot of throw quilts around my house, and I've made them for samples for retreats or, you know, just other sew-alongs that I've done, and I don't have a lot of like bed quilts. So I wanted this one to go on a bed. So I'm making this a little bit bigger, so I'm putting myself even further behind, but that's okay. I'm going to make it 30 blocks so I can do a 5x6 configuration and then add some borders and make this quilt a little bit bigger so I can put it on a bed. So, like I said, I didn't get a whole lot of sewing done. I do have 15 of the blocks done, and I did finish the other 15 centers. So I've got those in all kinds of different colors. I was trying to have 25 unique colors, and when I started picking out colors to make 30 blocks, I realized that I didn't have 30 different colors. So I've got 3 or 4 duplicates, but that's okay. It'll be just fine. I'll put them on opposite sides of the quilt. And probably I'm the only person in the world that even gets that crazy in my head about that kind of stuff. But I did want to have all unique colors. That's okay. I'm actually more excited that it's going to be bigger and it's going to be a bed quilt. I think this thing's going to come out now to like 68-ish by 88 maybe, so good size quilt. We'll see when it all comes together. I drew it out, but sometimes when I draw things, they don't always come out when you sew them like you draw them. It'll be close though. So that's what I've gotten done. So that's my update with that UFO. The other block behind me here is the Dottie quilt block. I'm working on that on Saturdays with Steph. We started that this last Saturday. Yvette and I, my friend Yvette, came on my channel, and we decided instead of accumulating another UFO project that we would just keep sewing this on my Saturdays with Steph until we finish it. Now this weekend I have Sean, the guy who sews, coming on, and we're going to make bowl cozies. The following weekend, I have my daughter Sarah coming on. We're going to make project bags. This is something she wanted to do and suggested it. Actually, somebody had asked me to make project bags on my channel, and Sarah wanted to make one. So she's going to come on with me on, I believe that's the 4th or the 5th of June, and sew project bags with me, whatever Saturday that is. And then the following week, I don't have a project yet, and then the week after, we'll start with this Dottie quilt again. So if it gives you plenty of time, if you want to sew that along with Yvette and I to get caught up if you haven't started it, if you check my Saturdays with Steph from last week, the pattern is there. It's a free PDF download, or you can go directly to Moda and go to their free quilt patterns, and it's Dottie, D-O-T-T-I-E, if you want to sew it with us. So I did 3 blocks, I believe she did 4, and the next thing we had talked about, because this is a strip quilt, it uses jelly rolls, is just sewing our strips and then cutting the pieces, and the next time we come together, we can just really get into sewing the blocks. So, but we're gonna do this together. I'm not gonna work on it anymore, except for the sewing the strips and cutting the pieces, and she's doing the same until we come together. So we want to get this all finished so we don't have another UFO, because we start a lot of things on our channel, so we can sew with you guys and show you new things, but then we don't finish, so we get all these UFOs. So we decided this time we're gonna finish. So that kind of goes along with this UFO thing. It inspired me to keep working on that on my Saturdays with Steph. So that'll be coming up on, like I said, the 18th of June. She's gonna be out of town for a couple weeks, so that it will allow her to get back into town and come on and sew with me. So that's all the UFO stuff. I do have my next UFO project in mind after I finish this one, what I'm going to work on next. So I'll probably show you guys that next week, because I should be further along with this now that my husband's back in town. I've gotten back to sewing, which I'm real excited about. I was going through withdrawals. And have you out there that are quilters that sew a lot, I'm sure you know what I mean if you can't sew for a while. I just had one more thing to talk about, and that is I have 2 sew-alongs coming up. I am working with Fort Worth Fabric Studio again. They chose me to make videos for them again, tutorials for their next sew-along. So I'm really, really excited about that. I love their sew-alongs. They're always free to you guys. You can download their patterns, use your stash, but they also have a kit that you can use. Let me see if I've got that. Yeah. It's the Simply Spring Sew Along. So this is their kit. I put everything back in after I showed it on my channel. But that's their next sew along. It begins June 6th. So if you're interested in that, I will put a link below. Like I said, you can use your stash. They release the patterns once a week on Monday morning, and then they also have myself and 2 others doing video tutorials right here on YouTube that you can check out on those Mondays so you can either sew along with us, or if you need the extra visual help. Some people are very visual and it's easier for them to watch a video than to read instructions, and some people are the other way around, or you just might want to listen to the video while you're sewing your own just for company. That's what I do. I like that. So that starts June 6th, and it's a quick 3-week project. It's a tabletop or 38 inches square, or you can use it as wall hanging, or if you have a new baby coming into your family, it's a great baby quilt size too, and it's a quick sew. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then I have my own sew along, and we just finished the American Pride sew along. We're going to start another sew along called Bluetiful, because you guys know how much I love my blues. And here's the fabrics that I chose. They're Fairy Frost by Michael Miller. So it's all blues. You get 4 different colors of Fairy Frost. And a few people have asked me, is this the soft Fairy Frost, or is this the high metallic, which has the glitter on top of it, which is a little bit, it's not rough, but it's a little scratchier and you can feel the glitter. This is not. This is the metallic Fairy Frost, where the metallic is actually in the fabric. It's not the glitter on top of the fabric, so it's super soft. I don't like the scratchy one. It bothers me. That fabric is gorgeous, but I think those high metallics are better for if you're doing a wall hanging, or if you're doing an art piece, or maybe a table runner even. They're gorgeous. But for a quilt that I want to use, I don't want that scratchy. So I picked the ones that don't have that high metallic. These are the regular Fairy Frost metallics. They're so pretty, and I love that they sparkle even though they don't have the glitter stuck on there. So these are the colors that I chose, and then I used a background fabric that's blue by Riley Blake. So completely blue quilt. I've never made a all blue quilt before. Surprise, surprise, even though I love blues. So I'm excited about this. I'll put a link to where those patterns will be, because I also give you the patterns for free. You can use your stash. The fabric requirements for my sew along will be up on Friday, or no later than Friday. I'm trying to get them up today or tomorrow, but no later than Friday for sure. So you can definitely sew your stash, but I do have kits available in my shop if you're interested. like I said, Michael Miller fabric, Fairy Frost. I know it's a great fabric line, and I know a lot of you know it because some of you have seen the kit in my shop already and purchased it. So thank you so much. And a lot of you have commented, "Oh, Fairy Frost." So I know it's a quite popular fabric. So lots of things coming up. So this Saturday with Sean, the guy who sews for Bull Cozies. The following Saturday with my daughter to make vinyl front project bags. The Simply Spring Sew Along starting with Fort Worth Fabric Studio on the 6th. And then my Sew Along Bluetiful starts June 19th. So I can't wait to sew all these things along with you and keep up with my UFOs and all the things. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for watching my UFO vlog. It really keeps me on track and keeps me going. And I'm really enjoying this process. And thank you for giving me grace about last week. So I hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you Saturday. Bye.